Hi, how you doing? This is Arlene, Messages of the Heart. I'm on letter V. It's been a long time since I came and did uh, letter U, which was on understanding. And from that point on, I had mentioned that I was just going to do kind of off script uh, uh, because it was winding down. It was taking longer than I thought that I was going to finish Messages of the Heart. And just a recap, since we're winding up today, I'm going to do I forgot what's the next alphabet. V, W, X, Y, and Z. So I'm just going to kind of just throw that all in there together because I have so much going on right now. The Lord is really blessing me. I'm just doing so much. And today is March 20th. 2016, and in the last month and this month, where we've gone through like 9 deaths with friends and family and babies included, and it's just been really emotional for me. But you try to maintain, but it's been enlightening, and I want to finish this series because I want to do I want to complete. I'm about completion because God is about completion. And I just want to take the time to rush through this because I don't want the video too long where I can't post it. But this series is called Messages of the Heart from A to Z. And I had started this because I wanted to just put some thoughts on there so whenever I write my book, I have something to fall back on for research. And I was working on another book, Sidewalk Tales, and I completed that, and then I lost the completed CD before I can come put it on my computer, and I've been stressing out over that. But I'm working on redoing that, and I have another one called Songography I'm working on. I have a lot of projects that I'm working on, but circumstances and financial circumstances is blocking me. But I'm not letting it stop me. It can block me, but it ain't gonna stop me. So I'm just doing it, and it'll come back around in a circle. But the messages are all on YouTube and Facebook. Some of them are on Facebook, and some of them are detailed, and others aren't. But it's all about messages of the heart, of how I feel about things that happen to me in my life from A to Z. And going from A to Z, I'm not gonna say A, this, D, B, that. I'm just gonna tell you what the topics were. It was abuse, boyfriends, common sense, drugs, everlasting life, friends, speaking on God, health, insecurities, about Jesus, kites, love, and when I was talking about M, thinking about talking about money and finances, naysayers, opportunities, participation, opportunities, and preparation. That turned into the P because it was an acronym for POP. I was trying to come up with something that was memorable, and that came up because I learned that there and participation and preparation can be interchangeable because sometimes we have to prepare before we can participate, and participate and and then in preparation. So that's on letters P. Quicksands in our lives, religion, me being saved, trust, and I talked about understanding. And now we're on the letter V. I started this research because I wanted to know how people were affected by sexual abuse as a child and how it relates to PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and the relationship that it has together. So in doing so on Facebook, I have a page called It's a New Day for Victory. And I talk about victory a lot because, my life today is victorious. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, all that good stuff. But we have to go out as conquerors. We have to make ourselves victorious. Because if we don't, then we'll stand up and we're defeated by the enemy. We're defeated by social things in our lives. We're defeated by everybody that comes along in our path. And I don't want people to be seeing themselves as weaklings. I want to try to empower people So in doing so, I stress victory a lot in anything that I talk about, because from a drug addict, from child abuse to a drug addict, and being an ex-convict, and being reborn, and living a life as best of my ability, I find that that's all victorious, And so I wanted to invite you to go to Facebook, if you're on Facebook, and look for It's a New Day for Victory, and make a comment or something, or if you have some information on post-traumatic stress syndrome and childhood sexual abuse and its effects, and don't mind leaving a personal one, inbox me and leave something so I can include that into my research. And then, speaking of the research, I a candidate for my doctorate, and however long it's taking, I will complete it in the name of Jesus. But right now, I don't go by Dr. Arlene Wilhite Williams. I just go by D. Arlene Wilhite Williams, because that's motivation for me, so that I can continue to strive for that R behind the D. So I won't get discouraged along the way, because like I said, finances is not the best for me right now. I probably, to some of y'all probably say, oh, this is just sit up there looking like Grandma Susie. But actually, this outfit that I have on has been helping me to sustain myself, because I have a website called Loving My Hats by Lena and other things, and I make dolls, and I make hats and blankets and different things like that. So you can also check that out on Facebook and on YouTube. I have to update my YouTube video, but you can look that up, Loving My Hats by Lena, and it's loving with an apostrophe. Don't put the G there. Ain't that something? My phone ringing. Okay, so anyway, excuse me. We want to continue with that, and for W, most of the thing, if I had the time to do about W, I would have talked more about women. Women, oh my gosh. I can't talk right now. I'll get back with you. I want to talk about women's, and I don't want to talk right now. I'm doing something.
Elizabeth, she doing something.
I'll call her back.
She'll call you right back.
I'm so ghetto, I know. But anyway, I want to talk about women, empowering women, because we have come so far off of the spectrum about how women should carry themselves, what we should stand up for, what we shouldn't stand up for. And, we are the Eves of the world. So, I wanted to talk more about women like that. But like I said, I can't do that right now. As you can see, I'm always into something. So I will come back later on and do little various things about upholding women to being the queens that they are, and the soul sistership, and all that, because my thing is that a lot of things that we settle for, we don't have to settle for. Not just for love, not just for money. We don't have to be the gold diggers. We don't have to be the hoes. We don't have to be, all of that. All we have to do is be who we are and strive for what we want, and, have that greatness that's inside of us to come out, and just don't settle for everything. Christ didn't settle for everything. So, you don't have to do that. We have to be an example for our little girls coming up, our grandbabies, our nieces, our cousins, and because I can tell you, when I was out there, I did a lot of unladylike things, and I'm not proud of them, but, I had to do what I had to do to survive, you know what I'm saying? But I learned that a lot of things that I did do to survive, I didn't have to do that to survive. I really didn't. So if you want to know more about that, hit me up. I'll be glad to talk. You can tell I could be a little chatterbox, okay? And then X. Down here I put X. And by X, I could not think of a single subject to talk about with an X except Xerox and xylophone. And I didn't want to talk about Xerox because we all know about the copy machines and all like that. And now we have Dell, and we have what is that other one? Oh, what's on my computer? What is that? The Inspiring, and we have all kind of Apple, Macintosh. So it ain't about Xerox anymore. So what I thought about, I'm gonna say something about xylophones. And the reason why I want to talk about xylophones is because xylophones had a very impact on my life, a very profound impact on my life. When I was in school, I loved playing the xylophone. And the teacher, the music teacher, would come in and she would have the harp, she would have the xylophone, and we'd raise our hand and we'd learn the songs and stuff like that. So it instilled something in me to love music. And I love music today, and I'm about music. And I'm about oldies. And because oldies was my spiritual music back in the day. Smokey Robinson was my Kirk Franklin, so to speak. So when I think about X in my life, I think about xylophones. It puts me in a place that has shown me that where I can be calm and mellow, and it's with music and art and painting and all that. And the xylophone represents me being able to talk about what gives me peace in my life. And today, I buy my grandkids, if I see those little xylophones with all the colors on there. I learned how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb on there. I still remember how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb on the piano or whatever I get, because it was 3 2 1 1 3 2 3 3 2, stuff like that. So anyway, the last one is why. And not the last one, but why. I was gonna talk about youth, how being youthful is, do whatever you do in life. I'm just gonna make this short. Whatever you do in life, keep that youthful exuberance about you. I see so many people that's just like all stuffed up and hardcore. Keep that youthful exuberance about you, and even the Lord says in the Bible, suffer unto me the little children, and unless we be as little children, we can't come up to me. And my son just asked me the other day, Mom, what did that mean, to be as little children? And he was looking at his kids while they were playing everything, and he was just saying, he said, I guess it's because children just don't know anything. He's looking at his little baby. He's just sitting up there, just smiling and grinning. He don't know anything. And I was like, it's not that he doesn't know anything. It's just that he's not able to express it. I said, but look how he's watching you, and when he smells something, when he hears something, he moves. Oh, he knows something. But what Christ is saying is that we should be humble. We should be humble in our lives like children. They just, oh my God, children are amazing. And I'm glad I lived long enough to realize that, because children, they're very humble. They're so innocent, They're so loving, They're so forgiving, so caring. And that's basically what Christ is saying, that we have to be like children on our walk. And then as we grow older in our walk with Christ, or, I choose to believe in Jesus Christ. Well, as we go closer, to Him, and we become that, He will take us to the next level. We be babies, and then we be toddlers, and then the cycle goes on. And last but not least, Z for zest, zillious, being zillion and everything like that. Z for zoom, that's my jam. Oh, zoom, I like to fly far away from here. But you know what? I love that song, because Zoom put me in a place just like that xylophone, because the words were so meaningful to me. And it takes me places right now today when I think about stuff. Because, we can zoom through life. We can zoom through life and not see anything around us. Or we can zoom through life and just take in everything that is by us and zoom it to a good place. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I know what I feel inside. I know that these messages of my heart, I try to tell you something and that will help you to see the light in your life, because what's good for me is not good for you. But I use it for a light. I use it for a guidance to say that there's something or someone out here that has gone through what you're going through, And sometimes we can go through life really, really fast. My brother used to tell me when I was young, he was like, you know what, you're ahead of your time already, you know. And he said, you need to slow down. And I'm like, I don't need to slow down. And I was a baby girl, so I thought I could do and say anything. But later on in life, I realized, I went through life so fast. I went through life so fast, and it's by the grace of God that everything that I know was magneted on me, not by my own self. As I was zooming through life, God put a magnet on me, which was the Holy Spirit, and it caught everything that I was going to need later on in life when I slowed down. Because God knew that one day I would slow down. I didn't know it. I'm 57 years old. I'll be 58 in a few, months or so. And I never really thought I'd make it this far, honest to God. I never thought I'd make it this far because I lived a hard, fast life. And it wasn't not by choice. I wanted to be a Bible missionary. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a lot of things because I felt like I had the potential to be anything that I wanted to be. But anyway, peoples, let me tell you this. This is coming at you fast and hard because this, like I said, I got other things to do, and so I wanted to complete this series, Messages of the Heart. I started in 2013, I believe, 2013, and I thought it was going to be an overnight thing, and here it is, 2016. Ain't that something? Yes, but life happens. Life is in session, and souls are being cast out. So I wanted to get all of this out because I might not be able to complete a book the way I want to. I might not be able to write a play like I want to write the play, but at least thank God for social media. Thank you for YouTube. Thank you for devices that you can just put your voice and your face on a book, so to speak. And so if nothing else, my kids will always have something like this. And if YouTube fades away, guess what? I got it on DVD. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm about to get up out of here because I got to call my daughter-in-law back. And if she see this video, I know she's going to say, I know she didn't push me aside to make this video with that grandma hat on. I love you. My name is Arlene Wilhite Williams, a.k.a. Lena Too Tall, sometimes slow drag, succotash, but whatever you call me a child of God. Peace out, blackness. I love you. God bless you. And for all of you who have lost someone, to God be the glory, because one day it's all going to be over. Hold on. You can make it. Yes, our change is coming. Peace.